Hello, beautiful friends. It's Leah Marie here with your weekly Oracle Pick a Card. This week, we have some Goddess Guidance cards. The energy of the Divine Feminine and the Goddess energy was really coming through strongly to me, letting me know that the collective could really benefit from some Goddess guidance and having the opportunity to connect more personally with the goddess energy through a specific goddess. So perhaps you have a goddess that you've been working with, or it's something that you've been considering, you haven't really tapped into it yet. So today we're just going to let Spirit choose 3 different goddesses, and I will invite you to let your intuition pick card 1, 2, or 3 to see which goddess would like to work with you in the coming days, weeks, maybe even months for some of you, and really allow you to start to tap into your divine feminine. Whether you identify as a man, woman, or non-binary, it doesn't really matter. This is not about gender. This is about energy of the feminine. So if you want to just look at it like the divine feminine energy, that's more about being, resting, receiving, creating, like the energy of creation itself is the energy that's wanting to work with you. Really powerful, especially here in the Northern Hemisphere, because we're in spring, and so Mother Earth is blooming and starting to really share her abundance and her wisdom and her grace with us in bigger ways. And I feel that's also part of why this energy is really just like she's starting to come into a heightened state again and wanting to really communicate and inviting you guys to connect so that you can receive more abundance and more blessings, not quite, from her. So with that being said, as I like to invite you to connect with your heart center. Some breath awareness, hand on the heart, connecting with your own intuition. It's part of what we like to do here on the channel, is really work to help you heal and build your own relationship with your heart, with your intuition, with the gods, goddesses, angels, ancestors, all the beautiful beings. And that one feels like it. So with that being said, in just a moment, I'll pop these up here. And this was that last one that came out. And if you have any questions, if you have anything you'd like to share, if you want to tap into the other things we're doing here in the Golden Phoenix Healing Community, all that's in the description box below, along with our online shop where you can get some of these cool crystals and other goodies. So please feel free to check that out as well. And I am going to go ahead and start with card 1. So card 1 is Ishtar. She speaks about boundaries, and her message is love yourself enough to say no to others. Demands on your time and energy. So being able to say no to others and potentially their demands on your time and energy. So I'll bring this in so you can take a peek. So with this, I'm bringing forth Ishtar as the goddess that wants to work with you. I don't know a ton of stuff about all the goddesses in this deck. I am here as a liaison to share and to channel messages directly from her for you. However, I do invite you to do your own research. If you'd like to learn more, pop on Google or, explore some books or other things that can help you find out specifically how she wants to work with you when it comes to things like boundaries and being able to say no when that's really what you need to do for your own best interest. So her message today is really looking at the boundaries you have set up in your life. And this is beautiful. We just recently had a class on boundaries, and I will be doing another one in May to follow up and to go deeper into creating and maintaining healthy boundaries. So this goddess is here to help you kind of look through your life and the boundaries that you have set up with other people, with your relationship to things and activities, and really looking at, are they healthy? Are they serving you? And what might need to change? And even right now, my throat is getting kind of closed up. So I'm getting the sense that there might be some boundaries that you have or need to put in place or perhaps need to speak. So they could be boundaries that need to be spoken or boundaries about you speaking up for yourself and actually, as the card suggests, saying no when you feel like no is what's best for you, rather than, as many people communicate to me, there's a lot of people get stuck in this pattern of people pleasing where you say yes when you really wanted to say no because you didn't want to disappoint someone, you didn't want to hurt feelings, you didn't want someone to feel XYZ, whatever the case might be. People say yes to things they really want to say no to more often than is healthy. And this is part of what Ishtar can help you with, is to start to really check in anytime you're presented with something and say, is this going to serve me? Does this feel good to me? Is this something that I want to say yes to? Or would I rather just lovingly, kindly say no? Because are ways to say no that are loving and kind and allow the other person or people involved to simply have to be with whatever they experience with the no. Because if you are saying it from your heart with love, this is saying love yourself enough to say no. And that's really where this comes in. It's like you making yourself a priority, you loving yourself enough to know that your feelings and your desire matter. And they matter more than anything else in terms of, if you are saying yes to things that don't feel good to you, that's you not honoring yourself. So you're potentially not going to feel good. And you're also not likely to put the same love and energy into what you're doing if you don't actually want to be doing it. So you're neither doing yourself or anyone else a service by saying yes to things that don't feel good to you. And she's just like, she has this very commanding energy that she's bringing through right now. So I know that this might be like stern Leah. This is really stern Ishtar saying, no, like it is time for you to put these boundaries in place and for you to lovingly hold firm. Love yourself enough to say this. Love the other enough to be truthful with them. Because every time you say yes to something you want to say no to, that's essentially you lying to the other person, which is not giving them the opportunity to actually know how you truly feel, what you truly want, what you truly believe in either. And that's really fundamental to what that relationship is going to be built upon, whether that's business or personal, romantic, friendship, any of that. If you're not honoring yourself and what you really feel, if you're not communicating your boundaries, no one's going to know what your boundaries are. No one's going to be able to work within them. And you're also not likely to have your own inner harmony if you're not speaking up for yourself and communicating those boundaries. So I will invite you, as she is saying, she wants to work with you. She wants to help you discover how to really cultivate, create, maintain your boundaries in a loving way for all parties involved, and be able to stand more in your personal power, which will allow you to shine so much brighter and to invite in so much more abundance, because your soul will be more aligned with what it is actually here to do. So highly recommend connecting, Googling, meditating with her, and really seeing what else she has to offer you in the physical reality here. So thank you so much for picking card 1. Take care. So we're going to go on to card 2, which is Irene, and her energy is all about peace. There is no need to worry as everything is working out beautifully. And this card is just really peaceful, but also very magical in nature. So I'm just going to bring that in. She wants me to invite you to really look at the card, the image, but to also feel into what does the image evoke emotionally within you. So we can see she's holding this child who is in like sort of a swaddler, wrapper, towel blanket kind of thing. And then it looks like grapes, corn, and perhaps bread, or maybe it's just wrapping that the grapes and the corn are in. So that is a sign of abundance. So like your food needs are being taken care of. The baby is being cared for and held. So it's like this emotional support We're also behind her, and it might be hard to see on the camera, but behind her is water, and there's actually a couple dolphins on this side. And then on the other side, down over here, there's one in the water as well. And so it's this energy of, water has to do with our emotions, but then there's also the dolphin energy, which is very playful, very lighthearted, very youthful. And so, with this message saying there's no need to worry as everything is working out beautifully, Irene really wants to help you see how everything actually is already working out for you. She wants to show you the abundance that is already in your life, and that play and inviting in laughter and more lightheartedness will help balance out any sense of worry or concern that you've been having on any level. So I get this sense that those of you who picked this card perhaps have been maybe going back and forth. I'm not saying you've totally been in this state of more worry and concern or heavier energy. It almost feels like you're in it, and then you realize how beautiful everything is and how taken care of you are. And then likely the ego pulls you back into, well, but excuse. And her energy is coming through to help stabilize you in this state of you being totally taken care of. Like literally, she is showing me you are the baby. She has you right next to her. She is protecting you. She has food for you. She has love and emotion and affection for you, and wants to wrap that around you to help dissolve any of these unconscious or unnecessary worries of the ego. So you can really start sinking deeper into the fact that you are totally taken care of. Because I feel like, on some level, you've seen examples of the fact that you're taken care of. It's just that the ego wants to look at all the places where you don't feel taken care of and disregard all these other countless areas where you have and continuously are being taken care of. And so she is inviting you to connect with her, meditate with her. You can do your own Google searching about her to go deeper into who she is, what else she might be able to provide you with. The message really is, though, is she wants you to feel her embrace around you, very much like a mother, the most loving, kind mother that simply wants to give you everything you've ever wanted, and to let you know on the deepest level that you are safe and you are loved at all times. And so it's this really strong energy that's meant to help anchor you into the earth, especially in this time of spring when this new life is coming forth. She's saying she wants you to step into this new life of experiencing what life actually can be like when you know in your heart with total certainty that you are taken care of, and that all is well, and that all is essentially happening for you in a divine flow for the entirety of your life. And to be able to really step into that, so no matter what happens, you're not judging it from a place of good, bad, right, wrong. You're just like, oh, this is an experience. What is this here for? I'm safe, I'm connected, but I know this is coming to me because there's something within it that I need for my journey. And so really helping you develop this connection and relationship with your journey, with the knowing that you're taken care of, so that you can move through life more fluidly while remaining in that state of sort of, I don't want to say like it's like a lack of worry, but more a state of knowing that there is nothing to be worried about. So there's no worry or concern even in your awareness, because you're just flowing from a space of, yeah, everything is always working out for me. So that's all I need to know, is that everything is always working out for me. And that's literally what she's saying. She wants to help that knowing become solidified within you, so that it is true for you. So that if it isn't currently true for you, she wants to help it become your truth, that you know with total certainty. And so, really powerful message from her in that respect coming through today. So, thank you so much for picking card 2. Take care. So we're going to shift on to card 3, which is Mother Mary, and her message is expect a miracle. Have faith that your prayers have been heard and are being answered. And this one is absolutely amazing. So, Mother Mary, of course, is known by most people, a lot more so than many of these other goddesses that have popped up today. But this energy is really coming through not only Mother Mary, but I'm also with the angels surrounding her. I'm getting this strong sense that you not only have the goddess Mother Mary coming to you, but you also have like an army or a whole body of angels that are working with you to bring a miracle into play for you. And with that energy, I'm really seeing like in this, the child in her arms. Again, this kind of similar to card 2 because there was the goddess did have a baby in her arms as well. And so I'm getting this sense that Mother Mary is coming through to really help you feel that you are surrounded by this immense amount of grace and love and abundance that is just, it's surrounding you. And on this, obviously we can't see, like, we're at the front end, but it's the angels all around her and then the golden light, and then there's even really delicate stars above her. I think maybe you'll be able to see it there. So it's literally, she's like surrounded on every level by grace. And so she really is coming in to help you feel the grace that is around you, the grace that is available to you, that is within you, that is in fact birthing a major miracle into your life, is about to. Or perhaps when you're tapping into this has just happened and it's confirmation. So what that miracle is going to be different for each of you. I'm hearing this energy of like, and it's meant to be a surprise. There might be inklings, your intuition might be getting some pings. You might be having a sense that something's on its way, but you're not sure what it is or how it's going to unfold. And so she wants to work with you more to help you realize that you deserve miracles in your life, that you deserve what's coming to you, that you have in essence earned it through the work, the connection that you have been doing, through the personal growth and healing that you've been doing. She and the angels have been with you, and they are working to help you on your journey come into a space of being able to receive from all that you have been putting into the world. And so this is a really powerful time as well. So she's calling me to like go back to the like having faith. So perhaps there could be some of you that have been asking for something for an extended period of time that is not yet manifested. And she just wants you to know that she can help you have more faith for being patient with the divine timing. So oftentimes we do pray for things, wish for things, put manifestation intentions out, but it's not necessarily going to come the second we do that. It's going to come when we need it most, when it's going to benefit us the most. And so she's really here to help you have more faith, more trust, more patience in your process, to really come into the knowing that you are already experiencing miracles, but that there is one very major one. And I'm getting this like, it's from my solar plexus up, almost this like bubble of air wanting to come out. Like, it's just that big. And so it's going to affect how you feel about yourself, your level of personal power and ability to do what you're here to do, your ability to truly see the magnificence and miracles available rather than having them be like, yeah, cool, I've heard other people get miracles, but like really being able to have your own, that is such a profound thing that allows you to truly and deeply believe in miracles and voice that to others, helping inspire others to realize that miracles are possible for each and every one of us. And so she's also encouraging you to connect with that as well, and to really be open to miracles instead of perhaps going into old stories of that's not possible for me. Oh, that hasn't happened yet, so it's never going to happen. Like, just observing those stories and asking her to help you transform any of those, if you do have them, of course, into trusting, yes, this is going to happen for me. The things I've been praying for, wishing for, hoping for, they are going to manifest in exactly the way they need to, at exactly the time they need to for me. And so she really just wants to work with and connect with you guys in that way to help you come fully into your divine alignment and your ability to both receive and I feel also be a conduit for miracles as well. So thank you so much for picking card 3 and sending you a lot of love and light for a great week. Take care.